Good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody today? We are back with some more D4 today. I did say we will probably get some more done. Nothing overly interesting. We're just probably going to be min-maxing the build a little bit. Hopefully getting some more Paragon levels. Doing a bit of pit pushing. I think our Glyphs are pretty low at the moment. Yeah, they're mostly only 50, 60, 70. Probably get them around to 100 and see how the build feels. T11 is should be on the cards. T12 maybe. I might do some bosses, see how the build's performing. I haven't really done much on here since we last were on the game, just because we have been so busy with other games. So yeah, we will see what happens today. Should be a good stream. Yeah, so I think we just jump straight into the pit, right? It's probably the best idea. I think there was only one change that I made, which was a change that I didn't even do. That I wanted to do, but I think I didn't have the materials currently. I wanted to change the HP on this one. I did change it on the build guide, so you guys should have it. But I wanted to temper armor on here and see if it made a difference, because our armor is a bit lacking at the moment. And I think we're good on HP. I think if we can stay around 40k, we should be all right. So yeah, I think we'll try and get that a little bit higher. Actually, I do have some resources, yeah. Let's see if we can get a nice crit roll on the armor. I mean, in 2,000 souls, you would imagine so, right? We have plenty of the scrolls. I burn through these souls like anything, though. I think it's probably going to slow down a bit, because there's not so many gear pieces to, like, really upgrade. I mean, we could do some min-maxing. We could definitely do some min-maxing if we wanted to. There is plenty of room for improvement. However, I'm kind of lazy. I'm kind of lazy, so I don't know if I will. We do need another Glynn's Anvil aspect level, I think, to yeah, fully utilize the 40%. I would imagine it's probably going to be 2. Haven't found any more. In all the times we played like that, I think that was the first Glynn's Anvil that I found, and I haven't found any more since, which kind of sucks, because that is 10% damage reduction we are losing out on there. I do miss the old Glynn's Anvil. It was a bit broken, but I think the problem is it was good for Spiritborn, because Spiritborn doesn't really have too much defenses, and obviously a lot of their attacks are melee based. We are getting really unlucky on this, holy shit. Oh, they're finally. Yeah, so their attacks are melee based, so them being a bit gutted on the whole resolve front, it does kind of suck. And I definitely have felt it. I didn't fully invest in a Spiritborn last season, but I did build her and then realised I couldn't do the thing I wanted to do with the gorilla, so that's why I ended up doing the Frost Mage. That's still a very good build. I don't know if we're gonna... I might go back to pit 95. I think a pit 12, Torment 12, pit 100 might be a bit much for this build at the moment, because some of the rare modifiers are just crazy, absolutely crazy. Just take a couple of seconds to get the build going. Need those prowess stacks among ever stacks and stacks of different bloody buffs and that. The only downside I found with this build so far is just the initial oomph, or if bosses have got like phases where they disappear and then you've got to re-get your stacks back. we are just going. I still don't think there's any point to doing those in the pit. Kind of just a waste of time. We won't be streaming so late today, guys, also, because the football does start at 10 UK time, so I will probably disappear when that happens, because I would like to go watch it. It's going to probably be a good game. England probably going to lose, because they're normally semi-final finalists, right? Usually how it goes, but I don't know. Been a bit of a crazy World Cup, really, you know. France losing to Spain. That game was shocking as well, like what the hell was going on there? Kind of feel like France didn't really do much. Spain just kind of took the reins and took over. But Spain's a good matchup for England. Like they don't have the best defensives, and they do struggle. Bloody portals just disappear. I wish they wouldn't put mechanics in inside the pit. It's fine everybody else, well, everybody else, everywhere else, but it's kind of a bit annoying. I'm down. We haven't played for so long, got all my buff rotation. It's all skip if I'm just pressing buttons. We just pressing buttons and praying. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have. I wanted to test whether to see if it would blow me up. I probably shouldn't have stood in there. I did see it. I just thought maybe with the shielding we could have survived it. We couldn't. Complete waste of time. Yeah. Anyway, I do want to. I might change the glyphs around. Not the glyphs. The rune words, because I think crit's fine. We do have the crit rune word on at the moment, which is putting us up to 100%, but if we can... got so many explosions. Seriously, game. If we can make sure... I think we need like one crit on possibly the seal or a glyph. Not a glyph, charm. We get some crit on one of those. I don't think I'm bothering putting any on my... rings or anything. I think we're pretty good with our rings. I don't really want to start building another one. Again, we could min-max, maybe try and farm for some more greater affixes, but I don't think there's one point. But yeah, so if we can get a crit on the seal, a 6-slot seal, it does mean we probably could get rid of the words. I'd have to do some mathing, and you know my math's not great. Oh god. Yeah, so this is why I didn't want to do pit 100 at the moment. Like, just so much damage. If you can kill stuff quickly, it's not so bad, but... balls. I really hate some of these effects. They seem to be like over-tuned to the maximum. I might drop the pit level down to 90 just for farming. Then we'll come back and start doing some actual proper pushing once we're maxed out. But yeah, so I might switch to rune word wise the one that gives you ability levels. Just because I don't think anything else is... I mean, I could use the cheaty one, but... I don't want it. I refuse to use it. I want to see how the build actually forms without it. So if we... like next season, when it finally gets patched, it should. You know, this build still is actually pretty decent, unless, you know, Rock Split gets nerfed or something. Which I highly doubt it. I mean, it's in a pretty decent spot. God, I really hate some of these new modifiers on these mobs. They just chonk you so badly. Jesus Christ. really need that glint. We might actually go do Hell Tides. So I'll drop the pit down to 90 with speed farm it. So I'm not getting one shot by all these fucking things. And then I'll probably go... oh, it's just fucking relentless. Leave me alone, bro. Okay, we're just ignoring that guy because I can't pop his shield because it just keeps pelting me with shit. What a little bugger. Yeah, so I really want to farm for the new Glynn's Anvil aspect. If we can get that upgraded, shouldn't be too bad. Don't know if there's any other aspects we really need. And there's a couple of... oh God, so many explosions. Then there is a couple of the damage ones that we have left on the table so far. Can you not spawn pools on top of me? I would really appreciate that. We're like already... You know what I didn't do at the start? I totally forgot because we haven't played for a while. I completely forgot to pick up the stone. Holy numbers. Yes, there is a lot of numbers going off. But people kept... I did have them off when I first started, but people kept wanting to see the numbers. Actually, could be more numbers if we had more attack speed. If we built more attack speed up. We're doing the pit at the moment. I'm on pit 95, which is halfway between Torment 11 and Torment 12. You're playing Druid Prime. I wasn't actually looking at the screen now. What Druid build are you playing? Sorry, my OBS was like having a bit of a fart there. Yeah, I think speed farming 90 would probably be the best idea here. Storm Shred build, still new to the game, but I'm getting the hang of it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the Storm Shred build looks really good. I've seen some people running around with that. I miss the old Cataclysm build on the Druid. I don't often play Druid. I don't like the look of him. Kind of annoys me a bit. I really actually need to pay attention to the screen. Too busy reading chat. Let me just finish this before we start getting into too much chat. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Druid companions. Like, if I was to play a minion build, I'd rather play Necromancer. But I don't normally play. I don't even like the golems on Necromancer. I think next season, depending on how it is, we might do a Paladin. I haven't played Paladin for a while. Unless they finally fix the Spirit Halls on the Spiritborn, then I might do the Jaguar Gorilla Fawns build. These things are slapping my ass, by the way. mean, she probably could do T12, like the damage is not too bad, but... Druid is your main. Wow. You must be like the only dude that's playing... No, you're not the only dude that's playing Druid, but... Normally, people do avoid Druid. Unless it's doing like OP damage, then there are a lot of people that just chase, you know, the build that does the most damage. I think in D4, my favorite classes... Typically, it normally would be Necro, right? But I haven't liked Necro for like a while on D4. Like, the minion build's always good. All these explodey things, would they stop giving me these bloody modifiers? Yeah, so minion builds are pretty, you know, they're fun, but it gets a bit boring after a while. A lot of the blood builds are not really my cup of tea, but they normally would be in these types of games because I'm all about like the sort of vampire type stuff. I don't think we're actually even going to finish this pit, so I might just go out. I've been waffling too much. We'll drop it down to 90. I need to repair my armor as well. I've died too much from not looking at the screen. But yeah, so normally I would like the vampire type stuff, but a lot of the blood builds I just don't find they're really good. I did discuss with someone the other day that I would love it if they buffed up Bloodlance. Because it's fine. I'm not bothered. We're just doing a chill stream today. If I drop down to 90, I can not pay as much attention. Too many explodey effects going off. But yeah, so I really would like to do a Bloodlance build, but oh my god, even these are doing so much damage to me. What the hell has happened? This was... What? I ain't like played for like a week, and I haven't played since the last patch, but the build's feeling kind of squishy. Maybe it was not a good idea to replace the health on that chest piece. Like, the armor doesn't seem to have done anything. I might have to change it back to health. I mean, we only lost... How much did we lose? We lost 2,500 health, which not really... Shouldn't really be the end of the world, but yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. I would really like a decent Bloodlance build. Unfortunately, like, since Overpower got changed, the Bloodlance is really not a viable skill. It just feels so weak. So I'm hoping next season they buff it. It would be very, very good. Thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. And I'm actually considering, just in case it's been stealth fixed, there was nothing in the patch notes about it, but I should probably check to see if the Spirit Hall has been fixed. Because the gorilla version of this build with the... so what I wanted to do originally, I didn't just want to do a full-on Jaguar conversion. Well, I did, but I wanted different Spirit Halls, so I can't show you at the moment, but I'll show you after this what I originally wanted to do. And I think the build would just be, it'd be a bit tankier, and it will also have more spiky damage, because so we'd be doing a full Jaguar conversion, but then re-putting Gorilla back in with the Spirit Hall, because the first primary Spirit Hall on the Gorilla gives you barrier, so we wouldn't need to worry about Temerity and the Unyielding. So we could put more poppy aspects on there, so more weapon aspects, and maybe a bit more of, I don't know, whatever defensive aspects the Spirit Hall. Maybe a dodge aspect or something, so we got more dodge. Either way, that would free up a couple of slots, so we'd get a barrier generation from the Gorilla, and then we'd also be able to run... oh, actually, I guess we'd put Glenn's Anvil on the pants, because we'd have Razor Blade instead for the big Thorns damage. And Rock Splitter doing damage that way through Thorns is so spiky, you get some really nice hits go off. It's not very consistent, but when it does pop off, it just feels so good. but the Spirit Hall is broken at the moment, so since we've changed a lot of the gorilla aspects to Jaguar, what happens is if we select gorilla Spirit Hall, it will eat the tag. So obviously that's not intended because that's class mechanic, right? You should always be able to stack different ones, and it does mean we could, instead of using this helm, Loyalty's Mantle, that was the name of it, we could use the Abaqua one, so we could get another tag from the secondary Spirit Hall, which is a big damage increase because I think it's like 30% every spirit you add on to a thing. So yeah, it would make the build feel a lot smoother, but yeah, unfortunately, bugs. The one concern is Blizzard haven't even addressed it. They keep going on about, oh, they fixed the Spirit Hall, they fixed it, but it was a bug with the Thorns damage on the gorilla thing. Even though people keep telling them it's no, the tags, they're like, oh, it's just a visual bug. It is there. I've tested it and it doesn't work. Like, I've tested trying to add like gorilla levels, and then it doesn't add any extra levels. So obviously it's not working. And another thing is we could use the gorilla charms, which are considerably better than the Jaguar ones. The Jaguar ones are nice for damage, but as I've said before, the downside with the build is it kind of takes probably about 20 seconds to get all your stacks up, and like then the damage is kind of nice. So something like the bosses like Lilith, where she disappears and starts flying around and does stuff, you constantly got to get your stacks back again. So she's kind of a bit annoying. You do have to deal with mechanics. I don't like dealing with Lilith mechanics because, yeah, it's too RNG based for me. It's, am I going to get hit or not? And I wish this thing would stop tying me down. Like the first ones are not too bad. Like sometimes I can run a bit too close to one where, you know, one of the spike waves dodging. It's the second phase. Those little white balls, especially on builds like this where there's a lot of visual stuff going on, I never notice them, and then I just get one shot by them, and then it feels bad because then you've got to do the phase 1 again to get back there. So I usually like builds that can just like pop her instantly. Just get it over and done with. I think it should be a fun fight for me if she didn't have the horrible little white balls. I just realised I still forgot to pick up the stone. I need to remember, next time we do a run, we will pick up the stone again. Some charms, ancestral boots. Damn, we got this. Yeah, see. Ah, didn't get my portal stone. What should we level up? Hone. Wildfire is probably what we want to get up to 60 next. Yeah, so I'll probably get the glyphs to 100, then we'll go do some like Helltide farming. I might try some of the bosses as well. Yes, I am. I'm on everything at the moment. I'll probably end up dropping some, but the purple place is probably my #1 place I stream, but I do the other ones as well. And some that you probably haven't even thought of. I might drop it down again just so it's quicker. So it's a bit chiller. We don't have to worry so much. Alright, there we go. We got the stone this time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Every little helps. We be trying to grow. I'm excited for next week. We've got some fun streams coming next week because we have the new Grim Dawn. I think it's Thursday. I'm not sure what time it's getting a release, but If it's late, I'll probably stay up late. I'll try and work my schedule around it. But I already have a build in mind for that. I think it's going to be quite interesting. We will be playing the new class. And all for all you guys that enjoyed the Voidbound stream, we will be doing some more of that tomorrow. I think we are on to the third area, so we should have some new creatures coming our way. There's also some news, but I'll tell you guys tomorrow about that. Yeah, I think she's definitely more just past T10, like damage-wise. I think once we get our glyphs up a bit higher, we should be alright for T11, like easily farming on T11. Unfortunately, I think what we need to do is, instead of trying to stack more defensives, which is really hard to work into a Spiritborn build at the moment, is just go higher on damage. Our defense is killing stuff before it can kill us. Which should work for most bosses. I don't know how it's going to work for Mephisto, though. I do still need to do him. I might even just baby mode it and just do tier 10 Mephisto. Right, T10 Mephisto is still bad enough, right? Yep, fire. Fire, fire, fire. I must remember to pick up my stone. Has anybody else found all like the fire effects like really rippy this season? Again, it could just be a Spiritborn thing. Might even replace that armor with all res. See how that feels before we switch back to HP. The nice thing about HP is we get more damage. That's why I was stacking HP on her, because the more barrier we have, so obviously more life means more barrier, and then more barrier means more damage. So it was, you know, nice like barrier as well as a good defensive layer. Damn, have they upgraded the loot? I seem to be getting a hell of a lot more loot than I did last week. Nice, right. Oh, I must remember to go check to see if they have fixed Spirit. I doubt it. I doubt it. Like I said, they have been ignoring it and pretending it doesn't exist, pretending we're all friggin' crazy. Oh, actually, have I got any charms with Gorilla on? That's one thing, isn't it? Really? +4 to focus skills. That sucks. Why couldn't that be a Wushnik par with that on? Is there any point me keeping that? I don't think there is. Or let me math the math, right? Let me do the maths. Right, so we're 74% crit strike chance on there. How much do we have on the build at the moment? 22. Okay, we're fine. So I can get rid of... Yeah. Gar. Let's get rid of Gar and put the skill increase on, because skill increase means all the defensives are going to get more to them, and then we're going to do more damage. Do I have it? Do I have it? That is the question. We haven't messed with rune words for ages because we literally had what we needed. I'm not sure really if there's anything else. Obviously, we could do the busted thing, you know, where the Tizik rune and the concussive stomp and that broken bullshit to do like 5 times damage. But again, I don't want to do it because it means like we can't figure out if the build would work next season if someone wants to play it. You know, not that I would expect anyone to really play my builds. I kind of do build guides more for me. So when I want to come back to a build, I actually remember how the hell to do it. Though, it has been quite nice. Some people have been playing my Frost Mage build and said they really enjoyed doing it, which warms my heart. So some people are actually enjoying my build. It is a bit of a meme build, but yeah, we do have it. Luckily, I still have it in my inventory. So that should actually increase our damage quite drastically. So I'm very, very happy about that. I have no idea what... Ooh, defensives. I kind of want to go do some farming now. What would you guys rather see? Me just do some pits and get all the glyphs up, or go do some hell tides and stuff? I'll leave it up to you, because either way is good. Because my theory here is if we can get the extra 10% on Glynn's anvil, then that's, 10% reduction to damages might save our skin a few times there. I am going to replace this while we have the souls for it. Oh, well, that's nice of you to say. You know what? Let's see what's on our war planner in a minute. I'll see what's on our war planner. If we've got anything interesting on our war planner to do. I don't think we've have any resets, which is really annoying. Right. What is our resistance to elements? Let's just have a look. So toughness is at 516. Yeah, I have plenty of souls. Let's have a reroll, see if we can get lucky. Come on, lucky crit. Yeah, I am. Normally I would stream to about 12 UK time, but I will be ending the stream at 10. I'll go right up until kickoff, and then we will go watch the football. Obviously not on stream. I'm not about to get my stream banned for streaming that kind of thing, but yeah, we're going to be watching it. It should be a good game. Should be a very good game. Hopefully it'll be very exciting. I expect there to be a lot of back and forth. Obviously Argentina, amazing attack force, amazing attack force, though they are one of those teams that their defense is okay, and their midfield's okay, but it's mainly their front line. They tend to just hammer away, and then once they actually pick up some goals, they just keep going. Whereas England's very rounded this year, very, very well rounded, and they do have some good defensive swap-ins with Big Dan and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be fairly balanced. France, I said earlier, France versus Spain, though, that was a hell of a shocker. Like, I kind of expected France to win that, because France they've been good for many, many years. I mean, it's not to say Spain's a bad team. Spain's a top team as well, but I was expecting France to dominate, and they didn't. they got their asses handed to them. What can I say? This has also made our toughness way, way, way lower. It shouldn't have done, though. We only lost 2% on damage reduction. I'm going to go with it and see how it feels. I mainly get blown up by fire effects, so it's actually even tempting just to... It's a bit crazy. I'm tempted to just go fire resistance. Because this is the thing that keeps killing me over and over again. Oh, you missed the France game. I mean, you could go watch highlights. I mean, even the highlights are really, really good. But it was a very, very, very good game. Very good game. But one good thing is, if England can beat Argentina, we are such a good matchup against Spain. Like, such a good matchup. We have such good defensive line. We have really good midfield, and we have good strikers. So.
This is starting to feel like.
So come on, the boys. I said England's very, very used to being semi-final finalists, right? That's kind of how their luck goes. So I don't want to jinx it for them, but I've got high hopes for the lads. Got high hopes. Yes, this team's probably been the best, our best team in a while. I think I can never pronounce his name. Tuchel. I think he has done such a good job, and I think it was a really good idea. Because normally a lot of the managers, they pick seasoned vets, don't they? You don't normally get a lot of young guys, and I think putting a lot of younger guys in the team, it's made them more hungry, right? They really want to win. You know, they got that drive, and I think that was such a good decision. A lot of people were like at the start like, oh my god, there's so many like 19, 20-year-olds in the team, and it's like, nah, that's a good thing, bro. Like, they're eager, they want to prove themselves. But yeah, we've got a good front line, we've got good defenses, midfield. We have some really good people at passing and dribbling. Gordon reminds me of what's his name from Blue Lock, Bashara. Reminds me of him. Like, even some of the facial expressions he pulls, it's like, yeah, he's like the British version of him. Yeah, I think both teams played pretty awful, though. I think it must have just been the heat and that, because the players were very... Because, you know, I expect Norway to really pop off, because Haaland didn't really do much, and Haaland's normally, like, putting on so much pressure, like, with crazy goals, and he had a couple of touches, didn't he? But I think for, like, both teams, you know, they weren't feeling very great, you know, the heat and all stuff like that. Okay, we're going to go do Hell Tides, because we do have a couple of Hell Tides already. But I guess that's what happens when you're not used to being in certain climates and whatnot. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, because it's being realistic, right? It's not like blowing smoke up your own butt and being like, oh yeah, we're the best ever, they played amazingly and stuff like that. It's like, they need to improve, especially against Argentina, you know, don't get too laxed. Which, again, I think previous years has been some of the team's downfalls, is you know, getting some of those wins in, getting very, very comfortable and being like, oh yeah, we're dominating, and then just getting absolutely obliterated. But again, I think it's going to be interesting. I'm excited, very, very excited. Well, yeah, France showed you that. They've been playing well all World Cup, and they have some really, really good players. And you know, they still took that L. It can happen to anybody, and this goes for any sport. Sometimes it just goes that way, right? Sometimes you just have one bad day, a few bad decisions. It's over. It's over. Nobody can play perfect all the time. What tier are we in? We are in T10. I was just checking, I was like, this actually feels really easy. I won't bother with the quarterstaff. I can never find... Oh, there they are. I can never find them. Oh, damn. Explodey guys. I do like how quick these are now, so I don't have to stand around. I think too many people have been farming this thing for forever. It's so much nicer just being able to quickly spawn a killer and get on with it. Just give me my whispers. Whispers are buffed at the moment, guys, as well. So it is probably a good idea to do some farming. Oh, is actually someone else here? Wow. That's a first. I do think some people as well can't remember that because of the level of football that's being played, but at the end of the day, they're still human, yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, it's not like watching your local Sunday team play. These guys, you know, even just the level of IQ and pitch awareness, stuff like that. Just little things that most of people wouldn't even think of. You know, that comes into play and is constantly going through their heads just, you know, while they're running around the field, while they're evaluating what's going on, so on and so forth. It's not just all about skill. There's levels to it, as they say, right? And that's why Harry Kane's so good, because you know, he's not the best striker in the world. Like, he doesn't make the craziest plays. You know, he doesn't have the best endurance, but all round he has like amazing IQ. You know, he's a decent scorer. You know, he plays well with his team. You know, he can go on the offensive, but then also, you know, can do. You know, he's not afraid to do assists, and you know, he's not a one-trick pony. I think that's why the team is doing very well. It's the same with Bellingham. Bellingham's much the same. You know. So what was the one of the goals against Norway? Well, let me actually just lock in a sec. I don't want to get blown up by this guy's AoEs if possible. I didn't even see he was there. I was just off in my own little world. But yeah, having the like where he who was it? I can't even remember. Where he went in and yeah, so let me get my train of thought back. Where he went in and picked up the goal after it come off of the keeper. Like, having that kind of foresight to put yourself in that position and be like, I'm gonna be there ready just in case that happens. Stuff like that is why we have some like really elite players on our team this year. Yeah, for like how young he is as well. Like, you know, young guy as well. He's definitely got a big career in front of him. You know, give him 10 years and, you know, people might start talking like Messi and Ronaldo when they talk about him. We'll have to see. Yeah, because Messi and that were the same when they were young, right? They were sort of making crazy plays and wowing people. So if he keeps on the same track he's on, then yeah, should be good. Should be good. It's definitely a player to watch out for. Right. What do I need? Actually, let's see if we actually need anything. Oh, do we have any things to, no we don't. I really need some of the extra, because this thing's crap. I should have left the defensive one on there, the one with the blocking. I think that should have helped us. That was like the first one we put on there, and I've done like 10 since and just got garbage. I think it's really only chess pieces. I don't really want to re-roll that. I think that's fine. I can't be bothered to build another temerity because we got dodge, armor, max light. I don't think we're going to get any better there. Yeah, I think it's really only chest pieces. Unfortunately, we don't have any, so I'll just take boots, I guess. Whoop! Lag. Oh, we should probably check the board as well. I don't think we checked the board for a while. I might have some free caskets on there. How has everybody been enjoying the season mechanic this time around? I like it. I like all the enemies that spawn. I did have a bit of rough time doing it on hard mode at season start. 15. That's a lot to have left on the board. I think I've had about 4 at a time left on the board. I do try and remember to go back, but I just get locked on doing different things and totally forget. So there's always like a million different things to do. I had some good items from the board caskets though. Some really good items from there. Wasn't in the patch notes they buffed the death doll place? Well, I found that place really, really underwhelming. That was like probably the worst thing of this season. It just seemed really pointless. I might do if we see any of the event rifts around. I won't bother. Ooh, worms. We like the worms. I do have a bunch of these boss things to spend as well. The trouble is I literally have nothing we really need. I mean, it's only Harbinger drops anything useful for this build. Because he drops the... Does he drop the staff? Oh, and Bartok, of course, as well. It's the trouble when you don't need many uniques or anything. You don't really have anything to farm. It's like, you know, why go farm Doriel and stuff? I guess just for the sake of it. I will do him a bit later when we're on to some higher difficulties, just to see how the build does with killing high level stuff. I think we still do have a mythic Undercity as well, so we might try that on maybe T11. Oh, tuning prism is exactly what I wanted. Let's clear this up before I pick it up and get myself blown up. What Paladin build have you been playing? I haven't played Paladin for ages. I think the last Paladin build I played was the Aura one, which was fun, but it got a bit boring after a while. just running around, wasn't really much to do on it. Like those builds always sound like really fun, like fun idea, like oh, like don't have to press anything, and you know, it just kind of like auto kills everything, and then like in my head it's like oh yeah, that sounds really cool, but then when you actually go to do it, it's just like an hour of it, and it's just like, well, you know, the game's just kind of playing itself now. Okay, let's go down this way. Judgment build. Interesting. What I've actually really wanted to do with a paladin is, I can't remember what it's actually called because it's been so long since I looked at the paladin skills. The one with the sword, the big flaming sword. The AoE on it's not as good, but it just seemed like a fun playstyle, right? Just charging with your sword around, just slashing the crap out of everything.
That's a nice reward.
Hammerdin's fine, but I played a lot of Hammerdin Void Knight on last epoch, so I don't think I could play Hammerdin for, you know, maybe a good another 6 months. Give it a good rest. Because when you played Hammerdin in one game, you've kind of played it in literally every game because it plays the same, just in everything. Reminds you of the Whirlwind build. What, the Barbarian's Whirlwind? Yeah, I can't stand that build. I said in a short that the whooshing, it's the whooshing, the whoosh 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 whoosh. Because I usually have my sound effects pretty high. It drives, and I've got pretty good headphones. It just drives me nuts. I like to play with the sound effects as well, so there's no like turning it off for me, because I feel like the sound effects are part of the game, right? It makes the abilities actually have some like weight to them. But yeah, just hearing whoosh 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 is, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I tried, I think it was last season, because I was like, ooh, Whirlwind. Yeah, that was exactly the same as me last season. I was like, oh, the damage is really good, but the defensives on it felt horrible. Like, really, really horrible. That's why I ended up playing an Ice Mage, because her defenses were really good. I mean, she had like 3 mil... about 3 mil toughness. So, she was really tanky. But yeah, the Whirlwind, it's like... because I couldn't do... so, she didn't have the damage, so I couldn't do... like T11 and T12 Mephisto, and obviously it was, you know, with the expansion it was all about Mephisto. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and level a Barbarian. I was like, this is actually worse. Like, he was doing more damage than her, but like, you know, you gotta stay alive to continue doing damage, right? So, and it was the same when I was running through pits as well. I was like, oh, it's really fast going through the pit, but yeah, it was like so squishy, and it's not so bad if I'm in a chill mood, but if I'm like in a really I want to push, I want to focus mood, like, it does frustrate me getting blown up. Luckily I'm in a chill mood today, so I don't really care about getting blown up today. We're kind of on the end of the tethers of the build now, really just sort of min-maxing, pushing a bit. Yeah, Paladin's nice. The good thing of... I'm not so sure now, because obviously a lot of people have been complaining about Paladin this season with his tiering, but I think that's because a lot of the builds at the moment are kind of broken, right? They're, you know, with Spiritborn and its broken tech, and some others and their broken tech. But Paladin's nice because you can stack armor and it also stacks damage at the same time, so you get the best of both worlds. I think Paladin's probably like the, I would say one of the sort of standard classes, right? It should be sort of a baseline. Because it functions really well, it's got a decent amount of tank, and it's got a decent amount of damage. So I think that's where they should sort of have a baseline for building stuff. Warlock, I like the theme of Warlock, right? So I'm an edgy bastard, so I like stuff like that. However, when I played it last season, I was very disappointed. I don't like stuff that clutters the screen too much, because I have trouble telling what's going on anyway. So the big builds that we're doing, like all the one-shot stuff, I didn't like playing. The minions I found are just a bit bleh, underwhelming. What did I play? So I tried a few different builds. I tried a full-on void build, and I tried the spinny chains one without the big explosion rune thing that turns the whole screen into a hellscape. Just with that, and it was okay, but leveling as it was really rough, like really rough. I don't know if I did something wrong on the build, but yeah, I wasn't overly fond of it. I'm hoping they get some decent changes on it, because it is underperforming now, isn't it? It's like B tier or something on the ranks. So hopefully it gets some buffs. I think mechanically it's fine. I just kind of wish they did something a bit different with it. I'm not sure what, but... Oh, I wasn't looking. Damn. Oh well. Not the end of the world. I lost half my cinders that I'm going to get back, and always just have too many... Oh, he disappeared though. But yeah, it's fine. I think in terms of classes, at the moment Spiritborn's my favourite. Then Mage, or Sorcerer. Might as well teleport back to the town to get the rest. And then, what else class-wise? Actually, probably Paladin. I used to like Rogue. So Rogue used to be my go-to for, like, if I just wanted a chill season. Dancing knives, just spin around, blow everything up. Wasn't best damage like a death trap or anything like that, but you know, it was easy. You just hold one button down and go. However, the changes to the infusions, I hate that. You're literally hammering that button like every 4 seconds now. Like, you want to do damage? Press the button, moron. You want to do damage? Press the button some more. I heard you like pressing that button. Press it some again. Like, I hate it. I loved it when you could just press it and then start spinning, and then it would just stay as... I used to do the shadow version because I like the little explosions. So I used to just like doing that and just spinning around, little shadow explosions going off, but oh my god, like, it is button intensive now, which is kind of crazy because they removed all the potions and that, and their point to removing all the potions were, we don't want you managing buffs so much, and then they like literally make the rogue buff intensive. It's like, pick a lane, Blizzard. Seriously, what is going on? Oh, there's a blacksmith over here. Let's go repair our stuff and clean our inventory out, because it is full really quickly.
How may I serve?
But yeah, so Rogue for me is like a dead class now. I don't like having to press, like, I don't like having to press buffs like every few seconds. Says the guy with multiple buffs, but I'm literally, I don't know, she's like auto-targeting stuff, so I'm not having to really spin around or anything. You're not pressing them that often either. They do last ages. In fact, with her, this is another thing. You can't... oh, we're out of room there. So another thing is you can't... Because you're not, like, walk moving on the Rogue, the Dancing Knives. You're actually, like, holding the button down to constantly spin, and you're never really letting go of it, because obviously if you drop it, you lose your stacks, right? So you can't do... I don't know if anybody uses the numlock trick, where you... put your abilities to numlock. Yeah, that doesn't work while you're holding like a mouse button down. You've actually got to stop to like, and then so basically all your buffs will pop off at once. So you can't even do that. You can do that on the Barbarian, like the Whirlwind Barbarian, which makes it easy. You can do it on this build if you don't. Obviously I'm not going to do it on stream because I always get paranoid about like OBS doing some random shit, or you know, accidentally pressing some buttons or something. So I tend to not do it on there, but yeah, you can automate all the, basically the build, turn it into a one-button build, really. This one I would not automate. This is kind of like your oh crap button. It's a bit annoying because it doesn't have unstoppable anymore. It does break crowd control still, but yeah, they kind of gutted the Spiritborn. So many people just look at the tier rankings, don't realise the tier rankings are due to, you know, like the pit rankings are due to a bug with the Spiritborn. I think Spiritborn's really good. Spiritborn actually mainly only received nerfs this season, apart from obviously a couple of their uniques got buffed, but then a load of uniques got buffed. So yeah, Spiritborn just got nerfed, which I don't know why. I think the rake didn't rake. The rake build, the Evadeborn, didn't that get gutted as well? Because rake lost its mobility tag or something. Sad times, sad times. I can't remember last time Spiritborn actually had a buff. Ever since it's come out, it just seems to get nerfed every season, further and further. They lose half their builds. Oh, it's the build you was using. I never got a chance to use it. It looked fun, but I just never got a chance. Yeah, poor Spiritborn. And yeah, and then I get people in my comments like, oh, but blah, 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 that team was on the leaderboard. Blah, 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 blah. Like, no, dude. That's not how it works. Blizzard haven't been giving them love. Players have been giving them love because players have been finding crazy interactions, right? Right, we need to go down here before I lose all my cinders again. How are we doing on our war? Damn, we haven't done one yet. Need to spend more cinders, guys. Need to spend way more cinders. Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's good though. It is good. I'm glad there is I'm gonna be honest, I personally wouldn't do it because I'm not gonna work for Blizzard for free, but I'm glad there is a lot of content creators that do the PTR and find out all the broken stuff. I ain't gonna be one of them. You ain't gonna see any PTRs from me. I'm far too lazy. Far too lazy, my guys. Like I said, I'm not even really a build creator. It's just if I'm doing a build that's my own, then obviously I'm gonna do a guide for it because why not? I'm not, you know, I'm not adverse to playing other people's stuff anyway. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that sort of mentality. It's kind of like Blizzard, I'm gonna be honest, are kind of freaking cheeky because they've been doing this since World of Warcraft. The whole oh, we got a PTR build, go test it. It's basically them getting, rather than paying people to test it, which is not normally what devs do, right? Is especially big devs, they normally pay you know, game testers to test their game and find all the bugs and find what's working, what doesn't. Blizzard's just like, well, we can get the players to do it for us for free. Save money. I don't know if they actually do have like, I assume they do have some internal game testers, but I don't know. Half the time it doesn't seem like the devs really know what's broken, what's working, what's not. Don't get me wrong, I love Blizzard and some of the games they put out, but jeez. It's kind of cheeky, right? Kind of cheeky. We actually have 2 rifts going on here. I didn't even realise. Might as well take them. We only have 20 minutes in the Helltide though. So after I've done these 2 rifts, I think I need to just start running around like a bat out of hell and pick up as many chests as possible, because I will get in the mode and then I'll have like 5 minutes left to spend like 1,000 cinders, and it will not work out very well nicely for me. Are any of you guys looking forward to the new Path of Exile League coming up? Don't we have a stream soon? Or have I missed it? I think it was on the 17th, wasn't it? Or was it today? I can't remember. I might have to look that up. I might have missed it. It might have been yesterday, actually. So I want to see what new skills have been added, which is going to determine what my next build is going to be on there. No, well, not my build, but what build I'm going to be playing. So I am leaning towards Storm Totems, because I played the, what was it, Tantiels? What was it? Fusillade Blister last season, and it was very, very fun. It was my first time doing a totem build. It was very cozy. It took me a while to get used to it, because I'm used to just like power moving forward. You do have to drop back a bit, but I might do another one of those, or if there's any bleed updates, I might do a bleed build of some kind. Probably not a bow build, because kind of boring, right? And I don't like the snipe. I hate the snipe. Feels horrible to use. Damn the worms and all the AoE all over the wall. Also, I've noticed since I gave myself some fire res, we're not getting blown up as much now. I say this as I'm probably about to get blown up. So guys, if you are playing Spiritborn, then I suggest adding fire res into your build. Or if you're playing Spiritborn and feel you're a bit squishy. It was poison before, but poison has seemed to have... no, that thing. I hate that thing. That thing, I never see it, and it always does tons and tons of damage. But the earth spike, or whatever it is, that the... wow, there's actually someone else in the Helltide with me. He did just drag a load of enemies on top of me, though. So, you know, maybe go away again, please, dude. No, I'm joking. I don't often see people in the Helltides these days, or like anywhere. I don't know if it's because I'm on solo self-found or something, that it only puts you with other solo self-found people. But it's not too often we actually see people around. Whoa. Stop attacking me, please. That's one thing I'm really bad at, is not... Oh look, someone else! Thought they were using my my ice build for a minute then. No, they're not. Wouldn't that be amazing if I just randomly ran into someone actually using my Frost Conjurer build? You can tell it's not my build because it's not littering the screen with loads of bloody ice effects. You know it's not my build because, you know, you're not lagging. Right, let's start running around. Actually utilize our mount for a change, which I'm really bad at not doing. What can I say? I like running around just punching the crap out of everything. This person's probably thinking we're stalking them now as well. Don't worry, I'm not. We just happen to be going to the same place at the same time. I will take all the worms that you just spawned in. We are full to the brim on stuff again now. I really wish pets would pick up these boss materials. It's the one downside of having these worms drop boss materials. Let's go down here and get some amulets and stuff. I will probably teleport back in a minute. Just to make sure we're picking up all the legendaries. I think that dude body blocked me from getting exploded then. Oh, we'll do the board as well while we're here. How many obols have I got? Actually, quite a few.
How can I help?
What have we got? Anything good? Anything useful? Max life's alright. Where's all my, like, double greater affect items, or, you know, even better than that? Triple? I don't think... Have we had any triples? I think I've made... Yeah, I've made a triple, but I don't think I've actually had... No. That was a really lucky drop, by the way. That was,
I can break
I'm
that
so glad I
forge
didn't
is
have to make that
always
stuff, and just got spoon-fed it instead. Oh, I'm not checking
That
if
looks good. I can
Glenn's
still
anvil's
use
getting
these.
upgraded. Let's just put it in here. That's not how you... That is how you spell Glyn. Why have I got caps lock on? No, it's not. Dyslexia, guys. Dyslexia. No, we're still only on 30%. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I might just go chest pieces.
Not much. It seems you're pretty. Not very nice. But good.
+3 to defensive skills is nice. I don't really want to lose dexterity and max life, though. That's a shame. That's a big shame. How many of you have been doing a lot of the cube crafting?
Come back if you need the forge.
I don't feel like I have done much this season. I haven't really felt like I needed to.
Very nice.
Kind of just been getting
But
decent
could be
drops.
better.
Vampiric Curse. Oh. I swear this Glyn's Anvil aspect just... It's so rare. At least it's rare for me. I don't know why. You've done a little bit. I think I've only... Have you... oh, what am I doing Grim Favors for? I was checking the board. How many mythics have you made? I think I've made 2. I think I turned... Yeah. So I turned this into a mythic. I got lucky because I didn't read. I, like, you know, being dyslexic, I tend to skim read stuff. So if I ever mess up anything like reading what people have said, just remind me and say, no, that's not what I said. I won't take offense, like, just so you know. But I didn't read, and I didn't read that it randomly turns an item. So I already had a really nice made item, right? So I already made it nice. It had the dexterity on it. I didn't read that it would randomly turn it into a helmet of a similar thing, right? It won't turn it into Loyalty's Mantle. It could turn it into a Bakwa or whatever. We got lucky. It turned it into Loyalty's Mantle and kept the dexterity roll on it. So, yeah, I lucked out there. I was, like, super, super lucky. Because I nearly 100% messed that up. Oh, you did the same thing. Yeah, wow, dude, like we're the same person. I'm not autistic, but I do have ADHD. That's why I do ramble on a lot, and I just kind of get locked in and just go off into my own little world. Which I guess it kind of works for streaming because I'm always talking about something or other. It does put some people off though, because I do gas on a bit, and I guess they're used to someone just sat there, and I'm just like here rambling on about random crap. Well, it's kind of the point, right? I couldn't imagine watching someone play a game and just be sat there. But yeah, some people have complained. They was like, dude, you talk way too much. But I'm not going to change. I like talking. It's actually one of the reasons I like doing this. It actually makes it more fun for me, just like rambling on. Plus then like crazy moments happen and I end up getting killed in games and stuff because, you know, I'm busy busy waffling on about something. It's a lot of fun though. I do enjoy streaming very much. I haven't been streaming for that long either. I think we're coming up to a month now, so not very long. Glyn's Anvil, maybe, please? Maybe Ferocity. No, we don't need that. There were some other things I did try with this build. So, when I originally came to do this, The original idea was to mix and match. What was it? There's a really cool aspect that when you spawn, when you pick up storm feathers, you get like a fire tornado around you. However, when I went to actually use it, it was kind of... It might work if you went, like, full in on it, right? You went full in, that was your main source of damage, that was your focus. But I kind of wanted to use it with the punchy at the same time. I wanted to double dip. And it didn't really work very well, because you actually have to run around and pick up the feathers. And then if you use the... there is another aspect which I can't remember the names of them, but there's an aspect that when you shoot out storm feathers, it brings them all back to you. A lot of the Spiritborn used to use it. Oh, holy crap! Hello. Where the hell did you come from? Someone just left you stood around? Yeah. So like these storm feathers here, you might see them when they're shooting out. Unfortunately, it was making them so they weren't flying out anymore, so I wasn't flying vulnerable to stuff. For some strange reason, it was like instant recalling them, so they were never coming out. It kind of sucked. Like, it kind of sucked. Because, yeah. Because what I saw on... The thing that got me really, really excited, because I like making builds with a theme, right? That's why we're doing all Jaguar, because I hate having like a mishmash of different skills. This is why my Frost Sorcerer was mainly just all like Frost and Stormy. I didn't have any of the fire skills, even though the fire ultimate's good, and obviously fire shield's good, but I didn't want to use that. So this is kind of what I do with my builds. And what got me really excited about the little firestorm aspect is it said it changes storm feathers to Jaguar. So in my head that means, oh, they're gonna be red now, so I'm gonna shoot out fireballs. And that got me really excited, because it was like, oh, now it's like everything's fire based, but unfortunately it didn't happen that way. It just changes their tag. They don't actually turn into little fire feathers, which kind of sucks. It should though, right? I think if it, just like everything else, if it changes the theme of the skill, the skill should look different. But yeah, I must look into some of... Because I haven't played Necromancer for a long time, so one thing I must look into is what skills on Necromancer have got the blood conversion. I think a few of the bone skills have blood conversion now, don't they? And I'm doing it again. We need to be popping chests. I'm running around killing stuff. Yeah, because since I can't do Blood Lance, then maybe I can do a different blood build. Because I really want to do a sort of female blood necromancer, you know, so she looks vampiric and using like the red and gold trim armors. Because we got some really nice armors recently. Yeah, I think there's still a lot of visual stuff Blizzard need to work on. Because sometimes it is just like the little pointless stuff in games that makes it just that bit more fun. At least I find it does. I like the little details, like, you know, like when we're playing like open world games, if like some of the, I don't know, you can push the chairs around or break stuff that you didn't think you could break. I remember when I played there's a game called Fate Keeper like a little while ago. We'll be doing some more of that at some point, by the way, guys. We will be doing some more of that. I have not forgot about it. I'm just waiting for them to update it, because there's only so much content in the game at the moment. But I remember, like, going to smash a pot, and it was on this... it's like on this wooden platform. And normally, like, those sort of wooden platforms don't break. However, this one did, and I fell horribly to my death off a giant cliff. And even though it was like, oh, that happened, I kind of appreciate that little detail, that is a thing that can happen. I think a lot of games do overlook little things like that and just sort of more go for ease and just be like, oh, it's just a visual thing, it's not like interactable. So I do think they need to do a bit more like that, but I guess a lot of these action RPGs do. I think the one that I've seen where there is a lot of breakable and interactable stuff is Titan Quest II. which I must do at some point, but I don't know when I'm going to fit that in, so do not hold your breath, guys. We have too many games to do at the moment, and I'm not putting another action RPG on the list, because just too many seasons of different action RPGs. Like, it sounds like a long time, like, oh, this is like 3 months between each season. It's like, yeah, but if you've got 4 of them in rotation, like they take a week or two, like it's surprising. It is surprising. You see, this is why I like having other players around, because everybody has worms, which that actually sounds really funny. Everybody doesn't need medication. I mean, everybody has actual in-game worms, right? They haven't got the squirts. They haven't been eating anything dodgy. At least we've done both of our things now, so I haven't wasted the time. We've got 3 minutes. Oh damn, there's stuff spawning on top of me. Can I quickly find any other chests? Got one over there. Should be able to make that in 3 minutes. Oh, no, never mind. We got worms again. Yeah, and other people's worms. Ew, can you imagine that? I think it's bad enough having, like, if you had worms yourself, but imagine having to deal with someone else's. Ugh. Funnily enough, I have never known anybody to have worms. I think that's kind of a fortunate thing. I've worked with some dogs that have had worms in the kennels before. It's not nice, but my dogs, I do give them worming tablets. They get wormed every so often, so they fortunately have never had worms. But yeah, I've worked in the kennels where dogs have had stuff like that before, especially like neglected dogs that have come in and oh God, need looking after. We're not going to get that other chest. But I will happily take the XP. Quite happily. I don't really get ill or anything. I've been quite fortunate. I don't think I can't remember. I don't think I did as a kid. I don't think I've ever broken anything. And I barely get colds or anything like that. I think I've only been ill a couple of times. I did have kidney stones at one point. That was not very pleasant. But that's because that was when I was younger. I used to drink way too much coffee, like way too much coffee, and it gave me kidney stones. Oh, what? You're a falconer? Oh, that's such a cool job, dude. So do you like train them and stuff? Reminds me, I need to get a trip to Warwick Castle soon. They usually have the birds of prey there. I love watching them fly around. We get a lot of hawks and kestrels and stuff out here, and red kites and whatnot in the countryside. I could watch them for hours, just like soaring around, hunting for stuff. Incredible animals, incredible animals. How long have you been doing that for, and how did you end up getting into that, if you don't mind me asking? I'll read that in 2 seconds, dude. Let me just get rid of this Hellborn before he gets rid of me. I think that was a pretty good hell title, guys. We actually did manage to get both the war things done. You train them and fly them. It's part of pest control, but I do primarily for the falconry side of things. Oh wow, you actually use them for... That's even cooler, dude. I can't think I've ever seen someone use birds as pest control. It's normally like dogs or stuff, right? Or, you know, if you're a farmer, probably a shotgun or something. So use a main as pest control, but you do it for the falconry side. All sorts of rigs for 3 weeks at a time and fly falcons. Falcons are boats to clear oh wow, to clear goals from rigs. Nice. Been doing it about 1.5 years and found it on Indeed. Wow. That's a random job to find on Indeed. Did you need any like special qualifications, or is just like, you know, if you had a passion for wanting to do it, they sort of train you on the job kind of thing? Because I would never expect to look for some kind of job like that. Use dogs, ferrets. Ah, totally. I always forget about ferrets. I've always wanted a ferret. Well, you kind of need multiple ferrets. I think you need at least a pair of them. They are one of those animals that gets a bit sad if they're by themselves. But oh, that's so good. You have a cool job, my guy. You have a really cool job. Cherish that job. That sounds like a lot of fun every day. I do like miss. I worked in a kennels for about 10 years. I do miss doing it, but you know, I don't miss the hours. 5, you know, sort of 5:30, 4:30 starts. That used to be rough. You don't have to have any qualifications whatsoever. Work with venomous. That's actually one of my fears. I'm not afraid of snakes, so snakes don't scare me. I think snakes look pretty cool, but venomous snakes and the sort of potential consequences from that, because you hear a lot of horror stories. That scares me. That scares me. Now that puts me off like Australia and stuff like that, where there's a lot of venomous things and stuff that can just bite you and, you know, just take a chunk out of you for like no reason. That freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie, that does freak me out a little bit. Crocodilian sounds cool though. Damn, you have had some crazy jobs. I've done some really weird jobs. Like, my jobs don't really intermingle or anything. They're just kind of like all over the place. I've done stuff from like graphic design to working in the kennels to... What did I do? I did packing bottles of wine. That was when I was younger. Funnily enough, it's actually kind of a fun job. Mainly because I worked with some really fun people at that point. That's a fun way of putting it, squeaky bum. Ugh. Well, yeah, now, obviously, I want to... Obviously, this isn't a job at the moment, but, you know, maybe intended goal in like a year or two's time. We'll see how we go. I would like to... it would be nice to do this more often, so I don't have time to do as much as I want to do. It's like, ever since I've started doing this, I've been like, oh yeah, I should like really do X and post on X and be more active on X. Yeah, guess what? I still have not actually posted on X a single time. I can't. You probably know this, right? Like with ADHD, you need a good set routine, else your life kind of just spirals out of control. So like me doing my daily stuff, my work, and then coming and doing this, I have just not found any good time whatsoever to say, oh yeah, I'm going to sit down and actually go through posts on X and like post some relevant stuff and retweet stuff and whatnot. I hate it. I hate it. It's I'm really bad at like juggling things. We still didn't, after both those Helltides, I still didn't get a single Glynn's Anvil. I'm going to put these away as well, because I do not need these. They're kind of just taking up inventory space for like no reason whatsoever. Wait a minute, we haven't got a ultimate Spirit Storms. Just wondering if maybe I had one hidden away in here. Okay. Can we do our reliquies yet? I think yeah, we can. Nice. Can finish this off and get my final piece. I'm really... I said this when I first started streaming this season. Some of the best armor. I like the fact it's like a bit more coherent, right? That it's not as busy. There's not as much going on. I still wish they would change this battle pass thing back to the old battle pass though. It was so much nicer. I hate having to wait for these bloody screens to act like I'm buying something. But yeah, they need to continue on with this. I've always said it's not so bad with their shop items. Where I'm only talking about like mainly the battle pass stuff. But I've always said they need someone in the office to say remove half the stuff you've just put on that piece of armor because there is too many glowing effects, too many spikes, too many like high detailed patterns that you're just never going to see unless you like zoom right in, right? Unless you zoom right in. So I've always said they need someone in the office to be like, no, remove it all. Less is more. Because a lot of the sets have just been so busy. And the trouble with the really busy sets is I like mixing and matching stuff, right? Some people like just whacking on a whole entire set and calling it a day. I like actually proper doing the whole transmog thing and trying to mix and match pieces and make something a bit unique. And when the sets are so busy, it is really, really hard to do that. Like, so we got an Infernal Horde. I hadn't done one of those for ages. You're like me. Yeah, I used... I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of the most fun things I did in WoW for like ages when they actually added that in. It used to make me do all the old raids and stuff just to try and get like pieces to like fit transmog and stuff. I used to grind the hell out of stuff, you know, going after mounts and whatnot. That used to be the fun, right? I wasn't one of those sort of end game push raiders. I was like, let's go do some old content and like solo it and get all the goodies. Your friends still send you pictures. Wow. I mean, WoW's still popular. It still is a very, very popular game. Like, how many years have people been saying that it's been dying for? Like, probably 10 plus years, right? People go, oh, it's a dying game. It's a dying game. I think even I assume Asmongold and that still play it. I think he doesn't play it as much these days, or has it on in the background. I haven't ever seen him do any streams on it. Not that I really have much time to watch streams these days, but still. Oh, well, let's actually go try and re-roll our amulet and get lucky. Oh, you still play it? When did I... So I haven't played it in years and years and years. So I took a little break after... What was it? I dipped... Yeah, so I was going to say Cataclysm, but I dipped in for a few months during Mists of Pandaria. Because I remember... I can't remember what it is. There was the Black Dragon, the rare Black Dragon mount, and everybody, it was a world event, a world boss, and everybody used to grind it. And I think my second time killing that boss, I got it. It was like Shen Long or something. That actually might be the, no, I think that's the dragon from Dragon Ball Z. I'm terrible with names, I can't remember names and stuff. And then I stopped playing for ages. Yeah, it was the big black one with all the lightning. It looked really fucking cool. So I played for a while then I stopped playing. I think I bought Warlords of Draenor, but then never played it. I missed Legion, and then I came back for a while during Battle for Azeroth, and that was the last time I played it. I haven't played since. The trouble with me is, like, I used to have a really good guild, and then everybody stopped playing and started doing their own thing. And then I could just never... I think I played with an X for a while. We had our own thing, our own little guild. But then obviously when we split up, the guild split up. And then I just never really got into another good guild after that. I can't remember what server I played on, but I remember like a lot of people on the server. The server was quite small. and a lot of people just dicks on it. Hey, Whiskey, how's it going? How are you? How's your day so far? We're just chilling, doing some D4 today. Nothing overly crazy. But yeah, so that was my experience with WoW. So I haven't played it. I still hold a special part in my heart for it. Like, you know, the nostalgia. It's like RuneScape. I couldn't play RuneScape these days. I just couldn't. It's so... Yeah, I've said it before. It's like a second job, right? So I personally don't think I could... Oh, actually, let's do a big thingy before I forget. I couldn't do... you know, all the grinding to 99 on RuneScape anymore. It's just too much. But I have very, very, very fond memories of playing it, and it's weird that you know, you end up remembering stuff like that. Oh, see, that'd be so bad for me. It'd be so grindy. Like, I'd just be grinding it all the time. You guys would never see me. I'd be playing WoW all the time. I gotta grind out stuff for my house, guys. I'll see you later. Yeah, see, that's what I used to like doing. That was my fun I had on it for a while, was going through some of the old content. Because at one point I even collected the WoW trading cards, and we're always after some of those the pets and mounts to add to my account. It gets a bit excessive, like collecting stuff on WoW. But I'm terrible for like looting any game, really. Like any game that has like stuff that's not nailed down, I will pick it up. Like, it's very, very hard for me to not pick it up. What was the last game that I did that on? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. It was definitely a game with Hausen. Obviously, we've been doing a little bit of that on Surrounded, but not so much because I keep dying. Because we've been trying to do a harder mode on that, so I haven't really had time to actually like build a base or anything. So that's not been a concern. But you know, like Skyrim-y type stuff or anything like that. Just anything really, where you're just going to be hoarding loot all the time. I like it though. I like customizing things. We'll 100% be doing some more games like open world games like that. I've been considering doing Power World. I did say I do find Power World a bit jarring because of the graphics, and then they go and update the graphics. So I don't really have an excuse. I haven't played it for ages though. I think the last time I played it was when was it? I don't know if anyone else has played it. I think there was a point in the game's history where you could tame bosses that you weren't supposed to tame, like capture bosses. I think that was the last time I actually played it. So a long time ago. But there's loads of new zones and creatures, and I saw like a update video on it. I don't know who posted it. There was like a video on it showing all the new graphics and stuff. I was like, I kind of want to play it now. Maybe once Voidling Bound, we haven't got anything on Voidling Bound, maybe I'll replace it. So we sort of got trying to replace similar games with other games. Because obviously D4 will get replaced with Grim Dawn, and yeah, so it kind of makes sense. And I'll try and replace Surrounded with maybe like 7 Days or something. We'll see. There's a lot of zombie games I want to do as well. Too many games. Not enough time. I don't know when we had to kill this butcher. 7 seconds? Kind of wasting all my time on it. No. I probably should lock in. I'm not really that fussed. I'm kind of only doing it because the Warhood's telling me to do it. Let's see if this actually works. Normally, when I take that, I get the spires spawn all the bloody time. It does say less often. As I usually do hate doing. I think the spires are a bit quicker these days, but oh look, there we go. Second thing to spawn, and it's a bloody spire. That is not less often. Look, there's another what there. It still doesn't work as advertised. They either need to change that wording on it to say spawn more often, or actually make it spawn less often. Because 2 out of 4 is pretty often, right? I know maths might not be my strong suit, but you know, even I can see that. Yeah, we'll do that one. Aether Fiend spawning is fine. Oh, we're less than 3 hours till kickoff, guys. We're gonna soon fly around. I mean, so we got 3 hours of grinding now. I've got to try and get as much grinding done as possible, so we can finish up the build. I think after I've done this war planner, I will jump back in the. Oh god, I nearly did die there. We will jump back inside the pit, get all our glyphs level up, because I want to try and do some pit pushing runs to see if we can maybe push past 100. I guess we'll try a T10 Mephisto as well. In 45 minutes? I thought it was at 10. Really? They're starting early. Because I swear when I checked yesterday it said 10. I haven't played anymore since we streamed. We've been streaming some more tomorrow, Whiskey, of Voidling Bound, but when I've been dreaming of that game, by the way, dude. It's been really hard for me to like not completely change my schedule and like play some more. It was really fun, but we'll be doing some more tomorrow. He was really good when we played him. Like he was slapping. I will try and branch out and do some other guys, but I think like you, I'm probably gonna start investing in like breeding him and. What was the other thing? The splicing, the gene splicing. I'll probably do that. So we'll probably like get him leveled up. I think tomorrow though, when we start off, we have not tried the poison version of him yet. So I'll do some poison version. So Anu, is it definitely in 45 minutes? Like kick off in 45 minutes? I might have to end my stream. I'm sorry guys, I might have to end my stream early. I might. Wait, we might stay here for a little bit longer, and I'll just check on the scores or something. Yeah, double check for us. So I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. Whiskey, what is your feeling on Power World? Because I know you play a lot of the them sort of games. I was thinking it won't be for any time soon, but once we're done with Voidling Bound, I was considering maybe switching to Power World and doing like a series on Power World until the Amiibo is the. You remember I was saying was a Wuthering Waves type game coming out? That's creature capture. It's Amiibo. I did check my wish list. just to see what it was. I probably should have done that during the stream, really. Oh my god, my game's just... What? I'm still alive, I don't know how. Alright. Okay, well that's good to know. The thing is, like, I think any of you that enjoy Voidland Bound will probably enjoy that, right? Okay, so this was actually a game issue, because... nothing's happening. So that was the game crapping itself, not my PC, by the way. Oh, it's at 8? Okay. Alright, thank you, Anu. I'll probably end the stream around there, then. We got a little while. Yeah, I think we're going to have to teleport out. The wave is stuck. Oh, no, never mind. As soon as I try and teleport, it actually does so. Yeah, that lag spike was not me. It was in-game. I guess the servers were crapping on themselves. After she's done with it, I'm definitely going to be trying to play endgame for it. What, do you mean Voidland Bound or Power World there? I assume you mean Voidland Bound, right? Psyched me out. It did. I thought my computer was about to die. I know. Did it say Voidland endgame? Ah, okay. Yeah, like I said, I did say Power World, the graphics jarring, but of course they upgraded the graphics as soon as I say that, right? So it is a very good game. There's a lot to it. I think it will make a good series, and it'd be a nice little staple here for everybody. I mean, it's good for everybody, right? It's got a bit of building, it's got action, it's got creature capture. I think it ticks all the boxes. Anu, did it say why they starting like a couple of hours early? I'd be interested to know. You couldn't find any. I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't. It means I don't have to stay up as late. Ark is actually another. You see, I saw someone post some videos on the Ark Survival Ascended. Now I do have that on my Steam. I have like a few thousand hours into actual original Ark. And then I saw that and it gave me the itch. It's like, oh, should I start doing a stream on that as well? I'll try not to. I'll try and rein it in because we've got too many games to do. So what I try and do is I'll do an action RPG, a zombie game, and a creature capture game. For now, I think we'll leave it at that just so we're not getting flooded by stuff. And I don't want to overwhelm people and trying to keep up with my bloody schedule. But yeah. Power World it's got all the breeding and stuff in it as well, right? Which, for someone who likes getting into like the nitty gritty of things and like tinkering around with stuff, that's like up my alley. I can just breed creatures all day long, which actually sounds really, really freaking bad now I've just said that. That sounds absolutely atrocious. Sounds like I'm up to no good with. I'm not, guys. I mean in games, okay? And not even in games. I mean, like, you know, the animals are breeding, not me breeding with the animals, alright? Before all of you dirty-minded people come out and say that. Yeah, I heard how it sounds in how I said it, right? I know how it sounds. It sounded horrible. So let's just skim past I said that accidentally. We're just, that didn't happen, guys. What are you on about? You're making it up. There's no video evidence anywhere that I said such a thing. Like a stream VOD or anything like that. No, but I enjoyed the breeding and Ark. I really enjoyed that with the tinkering around, trying to get their stats and stuff. And it seems to be the same in the Voidling balance. So I'll probably do a lot of that in Power World. Because can't in Power World you like breed their traits and stuff over as well? Like if you've got like really legendary traits, you can try and get babies with like a massive stack of amazing godly traits. I didn't get enough to Bartok because we've just been waffling on. I haven't really been paying too much attention. It's fine. Let's get some more dodge shots. Anybody else watching the football soon? Shame it's not at the weekend. I normally have a barbecue if the football's on at the weekend. Kind of my excuse, right? I'll probably still have another barbecue this weekend. Actually, I don't know. I just remembered I've got a new freezer coming tomorrow, so I've had to. I haven't done any big shopping. I haven't got any like big cuts of meat or that because I've had to keep the freezer like empty. Because unfortunately, the place I ordered it from, they want you to defrost your freezer before they take it away, else they won't take it, and then I'll be stuck with like a massive freezer outside my house, fridge freezer outside my house for like no reason. So I haven't been able to do any decent shopping at the moment. So we're kind of on. I kind of feel like a dog on dried food at the moment, like just eating stuff out the cupboards. All right, no problem, Anibu. Or Anubido, sorry, I butchered your name right there. I think it's best me just calling you Anu. I'm terrible with names that are crazy all over the place. Because I will remember that, and I will always remember it. So it's like one of my my pet peeves is well, not my pet peeves. One thing I hate and I feel really bad about is when I don't pronounce people's names right. Because us gamers, we have weird names, right? Especially WoW players. I had some weird names on some of my characters, sort of RPG names. We didn't get anything good. Again, story of my life. Oh, actually, you typing out that reminds me. I need to sort out stream elements properly. Because I don't think I can't tell. Any of you that have followed me recently, did you see a note? Because I don't tell, because it only pops up for like 10 seconds, and I don't have. I know I don't have a sound for followers, just because I don't want people to spam it. Did a notification pop up on my stream? Because I don't think it is. It is when I send it through as a test, but I don't think during stream it's actually coming up through. So I do need to set up stream elements instead, because I'm using Twitch alerts at the moment. I did mention it. I'm probably getting top blocked now. I need to really be careful of that, but screw it, I don't care. Whatever. It didn't happen yesterday when I accidentally mentioned it. I should refer to it as the purple place. I think even that though, the AI's cottoned onto that now. So I think you just can't mention other platforms. But yeah, so I do need to set up stream elements. I need to do all the channel points and stuff as well. I'm gonna try and get that done this weekend. If I don't, I might get time tonight since the football's on a bit earlier. I might be able to sit down and do it while we're watching the football. Kind of getting a little bit fancy. Do have a bottle of wine tonight, but the people I live with, they wanted some wine, so I didn't really have any choice on the matter. I mean, I guess I could have got some beers or something for myself, but I don't know. I don't know about you guys. Like, if you're of drinking age, if you're not, don't drink, young guys. I don't know how you feel about like if someone's like everybody's drinking one thing, do you feel like weird drinking something completely different, like just doing your own thing, or do you like to participate? I'm not much of a wine drinker myself, but ooh, I do not want to get blown up. I definitely can't drink red wine. That stuff's disgusting. I don't know how people can have it. I can see why people cook with it, but like, it tastes like vinegar to me. Maybe I've just got like not very well refined palate or something. You stick to whiskey. Whiskey's nice. What's your favourite kind of whiskey? Obviously I think you're not in the UK, so we might have different whiskies, but I like a bit of JD, but usually as like a mixer. Southern Comfort is usually my go-to whiskey. Mainly because it's cheap. I'm a cheapskate. I'm not. I feel bad if I spend like you know, like 30 quid on some whiskey or something, like a bottle of whiskey. 7-year rye. Yeah, it's not bad. I'd definitely rate it. Typically Knob Creek. What a name! I've never heard of that one. I'm gonna have to Google that now. Someone is having some fun over here. They have 3 portals open. I guess we'll go help because we do need the embers.
Like this.
Bullet. I never did that one either. I'm gonna have to check these now. I might. You never know. I might be having a bowl maybe at the weekend. I've been drinking a lot of cider recently. There's a cider called Old Mount Cider, but it's dangerous stuff, right? Because, you know, it's got a fair percentage for like the small cans, because they're like, the cans are only sort of about Coke can size, so they're only small cans. They're not like beer can size, the Coke can size, but they're like a fair percentage being not whiskey, being cider. But the trouble is, it's literally just like drinking a fruit drink. Like, you cannot taste the cider at all. It's dangerous stuff. You could easily drink way too much and then just be completely sloshed. It's nice though, they're like fruity. I like stuff like that if we're like having a barbecue and it's like really hot. Something a bit more refreshing than like a beer or spirits. I really like rum as well. Rum's really nice. Where's the rum gone? There's this rum called Dead Man's Finger. It's really good. Oh yeah, I've had Glenfiddich before. That's really nice. Whoever this person is with me, thank you. We are completely slacking the arse off of these things. There is a lot of creatures. I've got nearly 600 cinders already. I've only been here a couple of minutes. You're not a fan of sweet stuff. Funnily enough, I'm not, like, in general. Like, I barely eat chocolate. My friend had these Thornton chocolates, and they were going on about how lovely they were, and oh, they're the best chocolates ever. I ate one, and I felt like I was gonna puke. Like, it was so sickly sweet, and I was just like, ugh. I like savoury stuff. I'm like more savoury, so normally I would like beers and stuff. It's just in summer, like with barbecues. I don't like beers and stuff like that sometimes because they're like a bit too gassy, and they just don't go well with like meat. So you know, something nice and fruity. And sometimes it depends like who I've got over. Some of my friends don't really like stuff. There's a lot of girls that we hang out with that you know, they prefer wines and stuff like that. And sometimes it's just easier to buy like one lot of stuff than spend, you know, a few £100 on buying multiple different types of beers and spirits and stuff like that. I don't usually keep a lot of bottles in the house. I'm not a big drinker anyway. But yeah, summertime, I don't mind a few drinks. And then wintertime, it's more spirits and stuff like that. Warm you up. But recently I do try to be a bit more healthy. Like, we're on a bit of a, not a crazy health binge, but a bit more. You're a sipper. I mean, when it comes to spirits, I am, but like in the hot weather, I just gulp down drinks. They just disappear. They vanish. Like normally, if I get like a cold drink, like people are kind of like. I remember when I go to my parents, my mum's always complain. Or well, no, I guess not complaining, but always mentioning how quickly I just like gulp down drinks of like water and squash. I put a cold drink in front of me, it's just gone. Like I can't sit there with a drink and sip it. It's the same with hot drinks as well. I don't often have hot drinks very often, but if I have a tea or a coffee, I usually leave it for ages and then like it's just gone in like one go. Rather than like drinking a bit of it and putting it back down. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with drinks, but I think I've always been like that, even since like school. Like when I was younger, we used to get, I don't know if you have them in anywhere else in the world, possibly a very British thing, but there's something called Alka Pops, which it's usually like some kind of really sweet flavour. Normally mixed with like vodka or something, like very watered down, like it's not very high alcohol percentage. I used to like, there used to be big bottles though, like a sort of litre and a half, a couple of litres. I used to gulp those down when I was young as well. Like WKD Blue, which was like, I think it was like a blue raspberry flavour or something. I used to get so drunk off those when I was younger, just because I was really bad with just guzzle, 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 guzzle gone. And there's like, you don't feel it until like half hour later, and then you've had like 3 of those and you're just like stumbling around completely sloshed. So it's bad. It's bad at some stages, like drinking stuff too quickly.
It is done.
Chest plates. Oh, we got another point as well. We need to start pathing towards some more defensive nodes, I think. Let's see if we got any close by that I can pick up. Maybe the health. Let's just take these guys. Oh, you're from US Central. Yeah, I assumed you probably was from the US. You know, with last stream you saying you was at work, because obviously it's like 8 o'clock at night. Well, 7:30 at night. It was like I think about 12 when I finished last time. Alright, what have we got here? Let me just have a quick check, just in case we do get some upgrades. I think we're still looking for a Glynn's Anvil increase. I'll go do some. Yeah, we finished the hold on. I will go do some more pit though. We'll get a Glyphs leveled up. It's 1:30. That's not too bad. So what? You're up 6 hours behind us. How does it feel being in the past?
That's good salvage.
I'm glad you got that.
Time zone's weird when you think about it, really. It's so weird to think, because well, like I think like Australia, aren't they? They're like ahead. So I think they're already on their next day or something. It's weird when you think about it. Obviously it does make sense, but it's still one of those weird little mysteries. Like when you think about like people like without any real concept of it, fought it up at some point in history, right? just like based upon like the sun and the stars and stuff like that. It's like, it baffles me. Like, some people just been smart all the time, smart way before their time. I don't know if anybody watches any of the science stuff on YouTube, but Niall, he hasn't posted for anything for ages, but he's been posting a lot recently. He was... Oh, no, it's Styropyro that I was watching on his second channel. He was making these weird light bulbs out of mercury. And the reaction inside the glass, when you, like, flip them up and down... So you depressurize the glass and take all the oxygen and air out of it. And then, like, when you shake them around, they, like, light up. It was crazy. And apparently that was, like, a... like first iteration light bulb or something like that. But like, whoever come to that conclusion, like, originally, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But it was really cool. It made me want to do it. Unfortunately, mercury is like really poisonous, really toxic. I remember my dad saying when he was younger, my granddad had mercury in his shed, and they used to go in there and like play with it because obviously as a kid it looks fun, right? It's like a metal that like balls up and stuff. How he's like not got some like weird mutation or something from like playing with mercury or like got mercury poison, I do not know. But apparently they used to play with it like it was marbles or something, like throw it around and just like handle it with their bare hands and stuff, which is crazy. I don't think it's actually the metal itself that's toxic. It's like the fumes it gives off that's really toxic. So if you was to like whiff a massive inhale of the fumes, then you'd probably be in a spot of trouble. But I mean, still, like, it must have let fumes off, right? Just like playing with it in your hands and stuff. I've heard some weird stories from my dad, like stuff he used to do as a kid. I mean, I guess I did some weird stuff. Can't think off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's plenty of weird stuff. We used to do this weird thing, right? So, me and my friends, when we was like teenagers, we must have been about 13 or 14, right? And what we used to do was, so me and one of the friends, we used to live like just down the road from each other, and then some of the other friends, they lived in like different villages and towns nearby. So they used to come stop at like either my house or his house. And what we used to do, I don't know why we did it, it seems like a completely pointless thing these days. We used to wait till our parents went to bed, and then we all used to sneak out the house and like basically stay out all night. For like, not really, I don't know why. I think we just thought it was cool to be out all night. I remember once we did it, and it was like not summertime or anything, it was actually pretty cold. And because we couldn't go back in the house, because, you know, we'd wake our parents up and they'd be like, where the hell have you been? Like, what are you doing, like, coming in at, like, 3 in the morning or something? So there was, like, this, like, shopping precinct bit that it was like, open at both ends, so it wasn't, like, locked or anything. I remember we was all sat huddled there. There was like 4 of us, and we was all sat huddled in this place, like freezing our arse off, and we had to stay there till like 6, 7 in the morning because we couldn't go back home. And we was like, why the fuck did we do that? It was such a pointless thing to do. So I used to do weird, silly stuff like that for like no reason. But you look back and you're like, why? Why was we so interested in going out in the middle of the night and staying out all night? It doesn't really make any sense, but I guess it's one of those things we just thought it was cool to be like that. We did actually, I remember me and one friend, we did the same. It was actually during summer, so we just hung out at the skate park and stuff. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. So we went out, we hung out at the skate park, and we skated all night, and it was pretty chill. It was cool. I just got rid of something I didn't want to get rid of there. Never mind. That's what me talking, I get distracted. But yeah, so we hung out at the skate park all night. I think it was about sort of 5:30 in the morning, We was walking back through that same little shopping bit, and there was actually a girl having like I don't know why she was by herself, how she got there, what she was doing out at this time, because God knows what we was out at that time. So she was like an adult or something. And she was actually having a fit on the floor, like banging her head on the floor. So we actually saved her life, because obviously he went and called an ambulance. I took my hoodie off and put it under her head so she wasn't smacking her head on the floor anymore. Yeah, it was kind of cool. But the funny thing is, there was this woman, and she must have been, so bear in mind we was probably about 14, 15, and there was this woman the other side, and she came and helped, but she must have been like 25 to 30. I can't really remember exactly how old she was, but she was old, right? She had her own place and stuff like that. I remember afterwards, bear in mind we were kids, she was like, oh, do you want to come back to mine for a cup of tea? I was like, what? Obviously we didn't go, but that was such a weird thing for like an adult to say to like some children. Like, you're out in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning, do you want to come back to mine? Like, it was a bit strange, a little bit strange. But yeah, so I had some weird stuff like happen to me as a kid, like that. But yeah, you probably couldn't do this these days, by the way. I do have all my content set to 18 plus, but it's if any kids that do happen, don't do it. Don't do it, especially these days, alright? Like, you probably get stabbed, kidnapped, or something other crazy. Like, it's madness in the UK now. So many people running around with knives and just doing nasty stuff to each other for no reason. I don't really understand it. It didn't used to be like this, you know. I'm in my 30s now. It was a different time back then, right? Like, I used to go out when I was really young. So I used to live in like a little village. I don't know what that would be like in America. It'd probably be like a really small, close-knit town, right? Because I don't know if you don't really have villages. But yeah, it's just, you know, there used to be like a tiny little, just a few shops along the high street, and then it just mainly there was a school, a church, and it was like a library, and then like mainly it was just houses, right? I used to live in a nice little village, but when I was young, like really young, like probably like, I think I moved out of the village when I was about 11. So pre-11, our parents, so there used to be a set of kids that lived next door to me, like either side, and then another set of kids that lived next door to them. I used to live in like this little cul-de-sac. There used to be a load of kids there. And we used to just go out, wander the whole entire village, go off into the fields, proper country bumpkin style, right? Like playing in fields and stuff. We used to do that till like 8 o'clock at night, which it doesn't sound much, but when you're like, sort of, you know, 6, 7 years old and just wandering around a village by yourself. But that's how it used to be. Like, your parents never used to worry about you going out. And as a kid, you never used to worry about stuff. Like, really, the only thing you ever used to worry about was other kids, right? Like, if you didn't get on with certain groups of kids, you know, fights and stuff like that. That was about it. You never used to have to worry about weird adults and, you know, all this other stuff. The world has changed, guys. The world has changed. And people don't believe it, especially you younger guys. You know, people were teenagers and stuff, especially you guys on TikTok and whatnot. You know, you don't believe it used to be like this, but it did. You didn't have a care in the world, and it's a shame. Like, I really would like all you guys coming up to grow up that way, because it was such a fun way of life. Like, not having to worry about anything and worry about adults being weirdos and stuff, do you? Yeah, you see, you're the same. Like, you're obviously a bit younger than me, but you're probably still at that point before, like, stuff just turned on a dime and the world went crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Obviously, there was always, you know, some weirdos around and that, right? Some creepers and some bugs, but it seems to be way more these days. Like, it's not like an isolated incident. It seems to be just all the time. Just all the time. And it's a shame. Like, it does make me worry about kids growing up these days. It's not really something. I think kids do grow up a bit too quick these days as well. Like they worry about stuff they really shouldn't be worrying about, and get taught stuff they really shouldn't be getting taught. We're not going to go into all that because I will trigger some people, but you guys that know, right? When you're, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that probably checks. So it's probably about the same in the US as it is here in the UK. Trouble is, you can't really blame just technology, though, right? It's not just technology. There is a big influence, especially like influences from like other countries, other cultures, so on and so forth. Like that's obviously more accessible, but yeah, obviously we still had TVs, so there was that stuff on sort of TVs. I watched some crazy stuff as a kid on TV. Like my parents were pretty laxed. I remember watching, like as a young kid, like watching stuff like the X-Files and stuff like that. And that was some creepy stuff, and obviously some quite violent stuff as well. You remember the time when like a lot of like the politicians and stuff like that were just blaming video games for violence? It's all video games, guys. Is everything violent is video game related? Well, actually, I think a lot of the time it's completely the opposite, right? I think a lot of people that would probably be delinquents in real life are not delinquents because they get that kind of satisfaction in video games, right? But I remember that. That was some crazy times. How can you blame it? Like, if you're going down that route, then you've got to blame movies on literally everything, right? Any kind of like media, you have to blame if you got to go full in if you're going to start blaming stuff. It aids more in the rapid learning curiosity. Yeah, there's some really bad parents, like, I'm sorry to say. I'm not a parent myself, so I can't really, I don't really have a leg to stand on, but, you know, I see a lot of parents are very hands-off on their kids. What was the UK doing? It was doing something stupid. Like a curfew on phones for kids. Like if you're, I don't know why a load of these little kids do have phones these days anyway. I mean, we had... Oh, this is going to show my age. We had the old Nokias and stuff. So but that was when I was a teenager, right? I didn't have those till... like, probably, I would say, like, 14, 15. That's when we started, like, to go out more by ourselves and stuff. You know, you'd have a phone, you talk to your friends, you play Snake on it. But... I remember my ex, her little sister was quite young, I think like 8 or something, and she had a smartphone. I was like, why is she taking a smartphone to school? That seems like, with the internet and stuff on it as well, that seems crazy to me. I don't know if I'm the only one. I think if I had a kid, I would not let them have a phone. Even if their friends had them and they were, you know, getting flack for not having a phone, I'd be like, well, you know, you're not having one. Like, you're too young. Way too young. So I think you can't really monitor what kids do, right? Like on their phones. Because we all know what it was like being a kid, like doing stuff you're not supposed to do and whatnot. You see it does happen. Like a lot of kids talking to weirdos and that online. I mean, I've even seen some weird. I'm not going to go to who, but I've seen some weird YouTubers like interacting with kids, and I've been like, is that really? Are you really like? That's a child, you know. But yeah, so you gotta be so careful these days. So careful. It's hard to get into it because a lot of people get very triggered and upset by this kind of conversation. I don't like getting too political and whatnot, but it's food for thought. 100% it's food for thought. Alright, we're not too bad on glyphs, and 85 I can do it without thinking, so we'll keep running 85 for now. And once we get our glyphs up near 100, we'll try some pit pushing. I'll probably do another half hour. Kickoff is in like 10 minutes, but I don't mind missing like the first 20 minutes. I can watch some highlights. There's a couple of channels. Yeah, I know. I assumed you probably would be. You're very. I think I'm quite fortunate. I know we haven't got tons of people on the channel, but a lot of the people that have found the channel are very, very, very like-minded. I think this is the same for a lot of people. It's just common sense, but you know, you always get the one or two people that, you know, start making a big deal because you said something they dislike. I've already found that on my shorts, to be honest, but it is what it is. It's just, I think kids need to be more careful, right? Just a bit of common sense. But anyway, I went off on a tangent. I actually stopped going on about what I was originally going on about. So the UK are starting to do something, or I think they're trying to pass something. They're trying to pass a lot of bloody different stupid laws. We're not going to get into all those. We'll be here all night. But there was trying to pass one, whereas if children are caught online after like 9 PM or something, there's big fines, and even possibly prison time for the parents, which is crazy, right? Like, my thinking here is, shouldn't it just be on the parents not to give their children like phones, or to actually monitor what they're doing online? So if they're like playing online video games, to see who they're talking to online, or if you know, just have them play single player games, or I think on stuff like the Wii and not the Wii, the Switch. Isn't there like settings where you can only play with like people with a similar age? I guess, you know, some weirdos could potentially lie there, but you know, just play with their friends, right? Their friends from school and stuff. You know, don't be worrying about playing with, like what we're doing, just like randomly talking to people online. Like, that should be for adults, right? Because common sense, yeah. But yeah, so that's one thing they were trying to pass. I don't know how they're going to monitor that. I can see a lot of parents ending up in prison for it, because it's really weird. I see a lot of things where, say, people do harm to others, and then they only get like a couple of years in prison, and then someone will say something really bad, or like a really high political view on like X or Facebook or something, and then they get like 15 years in prison for it. Like, I kind of feel like a lot of the justice systems are like completely backwards these days. Where are the priorities here? Someone said some hurty words online, so oh my god. Yeah, the kid safety, I think it needs to be standard. I mean, you can't stop kids doing everything, but I do think it comes down to like parenting more than anything. Like I said, there are a lot of parents that are just very hands-off with their kids these days. I remember a couple of times when I've like been like food shopping, and there's just like some random kid that I've had to like take to the like the help desk, because his mum hasn't even noticed. He's like, you know, 2 aisles down. Like, you know, just because you're food shopping doesn't mean there's not going to be like some crazy weirdo person, right? Like, those sort of people see like opportunities in everything. So it hurts me when people act like that with their children. Just got not a care in the world. But yeah, what was another law they were passing? Obviously, probably a lot of you guys, I think Asmongold did something on it recently, but he's only just recently done stuff on it. It's been a thing for a little while now, is them potentially making YouTube very BBC, ITV, and basically mainstream media like heavy, and like they're going to be getting pushed more than, say, someone like me. So like, if someone was to so my videos would be well, I mean, my video's not going to really pop up very much anyway, because I've got a small following, but say I had a big following, my videos still probably won't even pop up on YouTube, like, just because BBC and all stuff like that will get pushed. They're wanting to change that, so they're basically wanting to feed you content they want you to see, rather than letting the algorithm decide on based upon things you like. That's going to be wild. So obviously that will affect you guys not in the UK as well. It won't affect your viewing pleasure, but you'll see less like British creators and their stuff popping up on YouTube. It's that time. Like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? But yeah, so that will be a law. So YouTube would have to adhere to, and I would assume like all the other places, like TikTok and stuff. Like, I shouldn't be mentioning places again, but we're not going to be streaming for too much longer anyway. So I'm sorry, TikTok guys. I'm stuck. I can't get out. Can't get out anywhere. I'm actually glad the football's today and not tomorrow. It means we can do a nice long Voidling stream tomorrow. I'm glad it's on the day we decided to do some D4. So I'm kind of just mindless. Oh, it's this guy again. I hate this ability. This mortar thing does way too much damage. Way too much damage. I might try Mephisto before we go. Yeah, it's kind of ruining things, because it's because... Right, so the reason behind it is because obviously a lot of people do not watch TV anymore. Myself included. Like, I will rarely ever sit down and watch TV. It's just how it goes. Like, I can't even remember the last time I did. It's probably when someone was around and we just had like the TV on while we were chatting. I think that's the last time I probably watched it. That's probably a few months ago, right? Like, I'm a PC guy. I usually watch stuff on my PC because I'm normally, like, at the moment, especially if I got free time and I want to watch something, I'm normally doing something stream related in the background, whether it be editing shorts or I've been trying to stockpile a load of emotes to put on videos. We've got some more coming for the channel as well. I wish I had more emote slots on Twitch. I really do. I wish we had more free emotes. I might jiggle some of them around because some of them are a bit boring. I've got some more fun ones to put up. So I've been doing that or other stuff. So I'm on my PC. But yeah, so the reason they're doing this law is because obviously not a lot of people watch TV these days. I mean, I don't think why anybody would want to watch the BBC anyway. Like, with all the controversy they've had, like, I don't think anybody supports that. And we actually have to pay a TV license, which you guys in the rest of the world are probably going to think, what the hell is a TV license? So, if you own a TV, well, not actually own a TV, but they act like if you own a TV. But if your TV is connected to like satellite or anything, you have to pay like a yearly fee for the privilege. And basically that money goes to the BBC, and it's because the BBC doesn't have like advertising. I'd rather they just had advertising because I don't watch the BBC, so it's kind of annoying that we have to pay for stuff like that. How should you get people knocking on your door and trying to file lawsuits against you, which is the TV license people. They're the most irritating people you could ever imagine. I'm sorry if you work as a TV licensing person. I highly doubt anybody will be watching my stream that would do that, but if you do, I do apologise. But your peers and your colleagues are like some of the worst scumbags ever. They do some definitely scumbag tactics. But yeah, that's what I do. I mostly watch Netflix or Amazon. I sometimes watch some anime on Crunchyroll. And various other sites that, you know, are not 100% promotable. If it's not on there, if it's on some other site that I want to watch on. I do, I'm not going to lie, I do. Please don't throw me in prison, anybody. Has anybody been watching any good series? Can anybody recommend any good series recently? Oh, it's this bloody stone thing. I might just grab my stone and get the hell out of here. Oh, there's multiples of them. Oh god. I'm done. See you later, suckers. Because I just got finished watching what is it? Dutton Ranch. And what else was I watching? Oh, Clarkson's Farm. I watched the new Clarkson's Farm. That was pretty good. The trouble when I'm out of series, I got nothing to like put on the side. Oh, I've been binge watching. This is on YouTube though. I've just been watching the episodes on YouTube. Is Rams's Kitchen Nightmares, both the US version and the UK version. It completely baffles me how a lot of these people end up cooking, because you know their kitchen's like full of mold and rotten food, and it's like, how do you let something get that way? Like I wouldn't even let my home get that way. But I've been watching a lot of that because it's kind of funny. It's also crazy. He yells way more in the American version than he does in the old British version. He's actually usually quite polite. Occasionally he does pop up on someone if they're just like a complete and utter idiot, which I guess is probably about 50% of the time. But yeah, in the American version, they always seem to be arguing and yelling. There's like so many. Oh, I couldn't find the episode of it, but there used to be one really good one with this girl called Amy. I don't know if she's like copyright striked all the episodes or something, because you can't find them on YouTube. I can't even find them on any streaming sites either. I even looked on Amazon Prime. They do have them on there, but they don't have the Amy's one on there. At least not in the UK, so I don't know where that episode disappeared to. But it's such a good one, because she was like balmy. She was like bat crazy. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of that, so I wouldn't mind some new series to watch. Pretty open-minded with stuff. Might have to go rewatch some old stuff. But yeah, anime-wise, I've been watching Reincarnated as Slime. I really like that series. It's been getting really good as well. I'm not obviously going to throw out any spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, in case you haven't watched it. We're waiting for the new One Punch Man season as well, eventually. I've just noticed it doesn't say what level pit I'm in. Have I skipped the boss and stuff? Have I just been autopiloting? I think I have, right? Because I've gone to pit depth 5. I think I've just been autopiloting, guys. I think I completely missed the boss. Because the timer on that's gone. Oh, The Boys was really good, yeah. That was, it's kind of, I don't know about the ending on it. I couldn't get back into The Walking Dead. I liked it when it first came out. But I'm so used to a lot of the more fast-paced zombie stuff these days. Like, what was it? Z Nation? That was really good. There was also... It was obviously with vampires, but there was Van Helsing. That was good. The Strain. That was another really good one. Where did I leave the boss? I have no idea. This again, this is a trouble when I get talking, guys. I just autopilot. I must have completely walked past the boss at some point. Because normally I only go to pit depth 2. But yeah, Walking Dead, I couldn't get back into it when I started watching it. It was just seemed to drag a bit. It's like I wanted to watch Game of Thrones again, but that kind of drags. It's kind of, I want to watch all the fun, fancy bits. Did I really go 3 levels deep without realizing? There's no way, right? Or did I run out of time? Maybe I run out of time. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, I think maybe I'll run out of time. Where's that instant replay? Need the instant replay. Where the hell? I must have killed the boss. I don't see anything. This is a bit of an issue. I'll check back on the other area. If I can't find it, then we'll just come out of here. And then we're going to do Mephisto before I disappear to watch the football. I probably will do another D4 stream at some point. I'll see if I can work one in over the weekend, just a small one. Because D4 will be getting replaced with Grim Dawn next week, because the new Grim Dawn expansion will be on Thursday. And like I said, I want to try and get more of the open world and creature capture games in on stream, which I did mention I would be doing. Yeah, I think I scuffed this run. I don't even know what happened. I blame you guys. I blame it's because I was talking to you guys. It's your guys' fault. No, I'm joking. It's definitely 100% mine. Because there's this guy, but I kind of ignored him, right? I was attacking stuff all the way through. Yeah, I don't see no boss or anything, so yeah, I assume we've just lost, or somehow, I don't know how, but all right, let's go do a Mephisto run. See if we can actually kill him. I'm a bit worried about the damage, his damage output, but we will give it a try. Where the hell is he on the map? I think he was over here somewhere, wasn't he? That's Juriel, the Broiler, Fields of Judgment. That's Belial. Oh, we didn't do the Corrupted Reaper either, did we? Actually, let's go do the Corrupted Reaper first. Who was your favourite character on the boys? I really liked what was his name? Mother's Milk. He was my favourite character. He didn't even have any superpowers. Okay, damage is picking up suddenly. I do have to be careful not to get blown. Oh, damn. So it's not crazy damage. I think if we get our glyphs all the way up, then I think stuff like this wouldn't be too bad. Survivability is fine. It's just the normal, like, really heavy one-shot type mechanics. Like, you can't really sit around in. You see his, like, little puff attack there? His little poof. It doesn't really do too much. Lost, like, half of our barrier. This boss is very spammy, though, by the way. I do like him, but I don't know. I don't think they introduced this boss very well. Like, he's just kind of like in his own little thing here. It didn't really have like. Oh, actually died. We can do it. I'm just gonna go straight to Mephisto. It didn't really have any like kind of big build up to him. It was just like, oh, he's there. You can fight him. Like, whereas with like the butcher, it had like a nice big build up to him and was like, oh, you know, he's been doing stuff around everywhere, and you know, had those little extra events, which I wouldn't want to do over and over again, but they were cool, where you like run around the town and stuff like that. And then it had the guy turning into the butcher, and you know, had actually a proper story. It just seemed to like dump this guy. You know, a lot of the story come from her, Danica, and then it just kind of dumped everything else on you. Howie. Yeah, Howie was good. It was pretty good. I did like Starlight as well for a while, but I don't know. Like, her character seemed to... We weren't even going on about it. Not even in mentioning her crazy appearance, but like her actual character, it seemed to... I don't know, she get very snooty, like, as she went on. She was like all about like helping people to start with, and then she just kind of turned into a bit of a bitch, really, didn't she? Where is the Deceivers guy? I have no idea where his place is. I would assume it's around here, right? Do I have to use the key or anything? Oh, there we go. Why doesn't it have a thing on it? Yeah, I think a lot of the character, I mean, Butcher is just funny regardless, right? Especially the heavy accent. I think that was pure cinema. That was such a good idea doing that. I like Carl Urban. I think Carl Urban's probably one of my favourite actors. I've seen him in a lot of things. He's had a lot of supporting roles, but even then he's been really, really good. Like, he was good in Riddick, where he played... I can't remember his name. But yeah, he had like the Viking Dreadback thing. He was really good in Doom. I actually like that film. He was really good in that. He's been good in tons and tons of stuff. I just realised I'm going to have to deal with all his mechanics. We'll see how it goes. I'm dead. I'm literally super dead. I don't think it's going to be possible at the moment. I think I need to level up my glyphs. Is the stacking damage. If I'm not hitting all the time, I just lose my stacks. We'll probably call the stream there, though, guys. It is like 8:10. Kickoff for the football has started. Let me get out because it's really friggin' loud. The kickoff for the football has started. Well, we'll be back tomorrow with some more Voidling Bound, which I'm really looking forward to. So we're going to do the third area and see what that's about. I assume we're going to get some new enemies. I'll probably be back about the same time for that. So about between 5 and 6 GMT normal time. So it's just gone 8 now, just in case you want to count the hours back. So a couple of hours ago. I'll be streaming then. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you tomorrow. And wish England luck for the football. Keep the fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get past Argentina. Touch wood, not to jinx them. So I'm going to go watch that. So I will see you then. So yeah. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. I really appreciate all this support. Don't forget to like, follow, summon demons, and subscribe, depending on the platform. Yeah, so don't forget to do all that good stuff, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.